The confession that he gave to implicate himself in an attempted murder because he was afraid of the police.
I never know that even on the night until I was brought and taken to that place, Mr. Emmanuel told me after the fire that I burned them there. I know it was his place. He gave me $400 that morning. It happened Christmas night.
Honestly, people, I am afraid of Dominica and Dominicans. With very good reason. They're making me shiver. This little evil country of Dominica is making me get goosebumps. Unfriggin' believable.
I said, he said, I don't been there for you. And I met Seko. He tell me, no one is everything for me. I tell him what things that you want me to do for you, Seko. What you want me to do for you?
Lord,
you know I can do anything for you. But why is it now at that time? He tell me, no. You have a blue car. And for the license plate.
Specific details. Minute details.
From the 70th Street, went up at the back.
And he's sounding very frightened too.
Street, I went up to Center Room at some big house. I think it's the last house or the one before the last house. I know whom it was. I asked him, who for them? What time to do there? To go and
don't worry. Danny will say what happened. He will say.
He tell me, no.
He will say what happened. Maybe they'll kill him too.
Please.
For him not to talk. Since they wanted to kill GON Emmanuel for him not to talk. Danny, your life is on the line. Watch it. Watch it. You'll get an accident one of these days. Papa Matt, Dominica is so we come in Dominica, people. Dominicans, what are you doing? What are you people doing?
Big one you can carry.
How can you sit there like friggin' sheep and allow your country to descend into moral decadence with the assistance, the aid of priests and pastors and those so-called educated people of Dominica? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Me almost did myself.
Lord have mercy.
By staying.
Well, I left Dominica. They said I run away.
Where the vehicle is parked.
And I cannot come back.
On the passenger side of the vehicle.
But the time that I left Dominica there, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. By now, I would have been dead. I would have been in prison in Dominica. Because I, Shirley Allen, is not one of those that would just sit and take all that crap from these criminals that government Dominicans continue to elect and elect and elect to run Dominica.
I never went to doctor for it. My clothes, my shoes were soaked in gas. I had black and red Jordan sneakers on. I ran down the road. I met Seko and we left. He told me, what? I said,
burn them. Just burn. Hey, last. Mr. GON Emmanuel, my heart goes out to you and your wife. That is not right.
That was the chilling interview some time ago that was given to Lennox Linton at the time and Matt Peltier. Yesterday, Danny told the court that this was a complete fabrication. This was a complete lie. Carol John Baptist covered that case. Carol, good morning.
Good morning to you, Matt. Good morning to listeners of Q95. How are you, my brother?
Wow.
That's all you
Lost for words, yes.
But let me tell you something. Yesterday, last evening at the Stardom Calypso tent,
have mercy.
so one individual met me, and the individual says to me that they want to hear what I have to say about that. And the individual is from the community of St. Joseph. So I told the individual, you really want to hear me? The individual says yes, because the individual is a friend, a colleague of Mr. Grant. So another friend of the other individual says, yes, we want to hear you, because we told you that was not going nowhere. I will sum it up in the comments of the lawyer Noelis Knight Didier. Not unexpected. But not, let me tell you, Jean fait diable danser. And I interpret that money makes the devil dance. Those who have ears to hear,
you do not have to be a rocket scientist.
It cannot be. I mean, when you listen
to figure this out,
what transpired in the court yesterday, there is no way, and I'm happy that you played the comments of
the interview.
The interview. There is no way, Messiah Spelty, that an individual can tell you that thing, and out of the blues, out of nowhere, says, I was nowhere close to that incident. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions had absolutely no choice yesterday. Had absolutely no choice yesterday.
Because they never investigated the damn fire.
The matter.
Danny confessed. Tony told them you cannot take Danny's confession because he's a felon.
Gilbert,
and they just closed the case. They just closed it. At whose instruction? Because Scarrett, Tony, Isidore, all of those friggin'
what would have been
mobsters
but if you
could not afford to allow that case to go to court
you did not
because they were so afraid of what would have come out of this case.
Something has to be drastically wrong with you. But all I can say is
more bribery, more fraud, more interfering with justice.
That prayer is key. And one day,
corrupt
we will get to the bottom of that. We will always know.
Danny will
When
talk.
people do things mad in life,
Danny will talk.
They sometimes, at the end of the day,
give him more money and he will talk.
Sometimes even before they die,
he will say,
they want to ask for forgiveness.
Isn't that taking the court for a ride, given the remarks that your suggestions here this morning, because you believe there's a lot more to what happened yesterday? That's what I'm getting from you. But so the court is just going to sit by, somebody's going to make a confession, and the next day or the next few years, just change it and life continues.
Well, you see, what can the court really do? The onus is on the
state,
DPP, but their hands are tied.
But they're not going to prosecute themselves.
Some further investigations
they're not going
can be done.
do anything because they are all
by the
involved
police,
in
given
it.
all that was told.
But even
but facts. Hold on, Kale. Facts are facts.
Yeah.
Mr. Emmanuel and his wife was almost burnt to death on that Christmas morning.
That is the
so
test.
Nobody,
that is the moral test
is going to take responsibility
Dominica.
for this.
And Dominica has failed that morality test. They have failed it. And they want me to come to Dominica for them to murder me and get away with it. No, I'm not coming.
The unfortunate thing, it's unfortunate, unfortunate, I don't know.
I afraid. I afraid on you.
Because in the evidence or in what was said, his name will continue to call. However, he will no longer before the court.
For how many
Hold
years?
that thought, Carla. Let's play
For 14
Earl
years.
Grant when he spoke to reporters yesterday.
All you want to shut me up, and all you cannot shut me up, and all you trying to lure me into Dominica with all kinds of nonsense, thinking I will come forward to murder me. No! I'm not coming.
Just that when God knows everything, you didn't know anything, and God gets the fear out of it.
God,
you go to from here.
God, fire go burn
Let me
all
thank my
you.
lawyers. I must thank my lawyers. Senior counsel, Pedro Peterson, and Attorney Law Head Evans. So really
fire will burn all you. Wicked.
I couldn't
Evil. God. When you see God come down on Dominica, when you see God for all that blasphemy and all that using his name in vain, for all your own selfish nonsense, to cover yourself from all your crimes, all you misusing God's name. And God doesn't like that. God doesn't like ugly.
I can never forget.
God doesn't like ugly.
Earl Seco Grant. Let's listen to his lawyers yesterday after that court case.
Give us your own assessment of this matter that you've been following for the last
Man.
Gilbert Peterson.
investigations should have